up? What's up? What's up? My not so average family. I am tired, and y'all did not get today as well as it gets Sunday, so I wanted to hop on here a minute and kind of let you guys know what was going on. As you see, the front picture that I have is a picture of me and my son, and that is my son Clifton. Clifton is my oldest son. He is 24, and Clifton is incarcerated in Dayton, Texas, which is basically like the countryside of Houston. So I left Saturday and just got back like 10 minutes ago. I just walked in my house, and I wanted to sit down and kind of talk to you all, to give you, kind of an update of what's going on or whatever. So today is just going to be a vlog day. Not real as it gets Sunday, but, I can incorporate real as it gets in there. Cousin is my oldest son, and by now you should know I have two sons. I have a 19-year-old, which you'll eventually see on here and meet, whose name is Keyshawn, and Clifton is my 24-year-old. Back in 2014, Clifton left Arkansas to go to the Art Institute of Houston. He went with a young man that was a credible young man as far as I knew. I knew nothing bad about him, to stay with him. Moving the story forward and quick. The friend that he moved with was hanging around a non-savvy group of people. And Clifton, from the country, naive. Now, most people don't tell the truth on their kids. I keep it real on mine. My 19-year-old is just like his mama used to be. He is crunk, turned all the way up 1,000 degrees. He is Thug City. But he mine. My oldest child, quiet, mild-mannered, you know what I'm saying? Computer geek, love computers, and just pretty much stayed to himself. Went to Texas. His friend had some friends. They said, "Hey, we're going to We're going to the beach in Galveston. You want to ride?" Clifton had it bad. Yeah, of course, I want to ride. So he gets in the car with them. He rides, and they're like, "Well, we're going upstairs to go see these girls. You want to come in?" He like, "No, I don't know people like that, bro. I ain't coming upstairs," because he's always been kind of a funny kid that way. Anyway, thank God he didn't go upstairs. Clifton's outside. He has his, outside playing with his phone or whatever. All of a sudden, he hears gunshots. He takes off and he goes to running. While he was standing outside, his friends went inside of the house and robbed a family. Instead of my son going to turn himself in because he doesn't want to be the snitch, as his mother told him to do, he runs. So, no, he didn't go in and he didn't rob the people. No, he had no idea what was happening. And I want to say this because I took a lot of flack. When you live in a small town, everyone want to talk trash. And let me put this out here right now. When you get in the car with people, you don't know what people might do. You and I could be best friends. And if you get in the car with me and my mind not right that day, if I go inside and rob First National Bank, that's not on you. But your life is affected by the decisions that I make. Him being from the country, trusting the guy that was from the hometown, thinking that he was, cool, and that the guys that he was around was cool, not knowing their backgrounds, he felt like, hey, we're just going to the beach. No harm in that. His fault was not wanting to be the snitch. Let me tell you this, and I'll put this message out there because we, especially in the community, have it bad. Snitches get stitches, and snitches not real. When it comes down to your life being taken from you and time away from your family, bump that not being a snitch thing. Bump that. Now, my son got blessed because he only had to serve 6 years. And the end of next year, the good Lord said the same, he will be coming home. Whereas the other ones got 40, 50, 60 years. Even in the courtroom, during the 2-week trial, we said, the lady said, the victims of the incident said, no, we didn't see this young man. We never saw him come in. We don't know who he is. But being at the wrong place at the wrong time, now you're serving time. So you have to be careful of your surroundings. You have to be. So my thing is, if you're a parent and everyone don't tell their business because, we all want to have perfect children. And so many in my community have the greatest children in the world. I don't have perfect children, but they're mine. And guess what? I stand 10 toes down behind my 2 boys and their grandbaby. I ride for mine. So at the end of the day, They mind. I tell them right from wrong, but when they're grown, they have to learn to make their own cognitive decision. His decision was he didn't want to be a snitch. His decision of him not being a snitch got him locked up. So now he's learned a valuable lesson that I won't have to preach nor teach again. And we have to learn sometime our kids, as much as we love them, we have to let them learn the hard way. And I know that's a hard pill for some of y'all to swallow. But let me tell you something. You can't live your children's lives. I don't care how much we love them. You cannot live your children's lives. You cannot. You cannot make them, when they are grown, do anything. All you can do is pray and advise them. And I want you to know this has been a very, very, very horrific incident for me. Having my child go to school, Art Institute of Houston, a hard school to get into, being computer savvy. If he was home, I would have the best YouTube channel probably in America. Because he's naturally gifted. The kid can take a computer apart and put it back together. As far as mass communications, he's skilled. As far as creating videos, he's skilled. He's very good. But being at the wrong place at the wrong time forfeited all that for him. And my thing is, yeah, I talked and said, you know, son, you have to watch the people you ride with. You can't jump in everybody's car. You can't catch a ride with everybody. But now he knows that for himself. And I can guarantee you, Mama won't have to preach any of those sermons anymore. She won't. And even in the midst, I want to say this, and this can be as real as it gets, Sunday tip. Even in the midst of a bad situation, God can still give you peace and joy. Because during this bad situation, he's matured. He's became a man. Not in the sense of some of y'all want to be funny. Somebody took my son manhood. No. Let me check you right now. And please, I'm going to tell you right now, do not come for me and talking to me crazy in these comments. Please don't. What I am saying is, he has matured because he understands now. Life is real. And your decisions can take away and can add to your life. And there is nothing more valuable than your time. And you cannot get that back. And so many of us take time for granted. And we're not even serving time. But we don't value the seconds and the minutes that we get each day as a blessing. And he has definitely learned that. So I went there to see him. Almost knocked me down, hugged me so hard. But I was glad to see my child, and my child was glad to see me. And the thing about it is, he's matured, he's stronger. And he encouraged me. And told me so much. You know, Mama, you know, at the end of every tunnel, it's a light. You might not be able to see it, but it's a light. He was like, and when I get out of here, I have a testimony. I can empower other young men. I already have a game plan together because, you know, felons, they don't want to hire felons, but I already have a game plan. I already did research on places that would hire felons. And I've already started researching and networking with those people while I'm in here. So now he's a man. He understands what it means to stand on your own 2 feet, to think about your choices, to know that they come with consequences. So I just wanted to reach out to you all. I didn't want to do any footage on the road. That drive, 6 hours there and 6 hours back, that's no joke. Real talk. I'm really tired. I am. But I wanted to jump on here. I wanted to say, you know, I haven't been active in the streets. It's kind of hard. My focus this weekend was my child. So I'll hit the streets tomorrow. If you left me comments or anything, I'm sorry if I have not said anything back. Please don't think I'm ignoring you. That's not the case. But my major focus was my child this weekend. It was my child. And your mother, you understand where I'm coming from. There is nothing like a mother's love. So just keep me and my family lifted up in prayer. And that's all basically that I can ask. And just know that the tip that I can give anyone, if you have children, I'll say this. Because like I said, I live in a small town. Another mother should never rejoice in another mother's downfall or another mother's kids going through things. Because, honey, let me tell you something. When they babies, they're on your lap. But when they get old, they're on your heart. And you do not know what your kids will do, won't do, and you do not know what they will go through in life. I have to go through in life. So be careful when you put your mouth on other people's children. Be careful. The thing about this is, in 2014, this all happened on my birthday. I was headed to Louisiana to celebrate my birthday, and I get a phone call that my son is on the run. And then I go to Google Galveston news, and my son's face is all over the news. And then go on Facebook, people that were my Facebook friends were sharing my son's face and talking. And so many people had so many things to say. But nevertheless, it's okay. Because at the end of the day, God has worked it out for his good. He's stronger. His faith is stronger. He knows what it means to be a man. He's wiser now. He can bless someone else. And I'm going to say this again. When you have kids, keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth out of other people's kids. Because some of them same people that shared the pictures of my son, their kids don't do a whole lot worse. A whole lot worse. I heard when I was a kid growing up, another mother should never talk about another mother. Because you don't know. You just don't know what your baby's going to do. And you don't know where your baby's may end up. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. You know, some of y'all might be like, well, what's the big deal? Whatever. It's my channel. I share my real life stories. I don't have a perfect family. I'm sorry. I don't. But guess what? I have faith. I have God. I'm blessed. I had a safe trip to Texas. I have a safe trip back home. I'm tired. I'm going to get me some rest. Hopefully I can get it popping and jumping on Monday with you all. But right now I'm about to shower, get real ugly, and lay down. And all I'm going to ask is that y'all just keep me and both of my sons lifted up in prayer. And that God has his perfect work in all of our lives. And know that I love each and every last one of you. I thank you for your subscriptions. I thank you for your kind words. I thank you for hanging with me when I'm not even around. And just know I'll catch up with everyone in the streets tomorrow. I love all of you. Have a blessed night. And know that it's okay not to be average. It's okay not to have average kids. It's okay not to have an average life. Because at the end of the day, God still gets the glory. God still gets the joy. He still gets the praise. And he still can use you. Blessings. I'm out.